What's good, YouTube? Andre here with the DM Network. Y'all, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. We upload every day, and it's completely free to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything at all, and it helps us to continue doing what we enjoy doing and making content. Now, on with the video. Today, I want to talk about combat in Dragon Ball game Project Z. Of course, we hadn't got an official title yet. I personally think they'll just name the game Dragon Ball Z. I got a video coming up about that. I'll go in more detail. But anyway, this is about combat. And I saw some things. I've been watching the trailer over and over and over and over. And the first time that I saw the trailer, I saw something that jumped out at me. And that was when Goku and Piccolo was going to collide in a fist fight. And there was a still image that I took from that. And when I seen that, it reminded me of a game called Dragon Ball Ultimate Tenkaichi. Here is that screenshot. I pray to Kami, Shinron, the Super Dragon Balls, the Zeno, whoever. Listen, man, I hope that they do not put these same battle mechanics into this game. Because if you go and watch the trailer, watch that part where Goku and Piccolo are finna square off, and you'll notice that it stalls. It stalls just like it does in Ultimate Tenkaichi to give you enough time to have a button press. The same thing happens when Piccolo fires the beam and Goku fires his Kamehameha. That's not a cutscene. You can look at the animation on Goku's face and tell that that's not a cutscene. That's something that's giving you time to do something. Of course, we know with it being an action RPG, there's going to be quick time events. However, the issue is that with the quick time events, they have to be done right. I do not want a repeat of Ultimate Tenkaichi's combat system. This game will tank if that happens. That is one of the main reasons Ultimate Tenkaichi was unsuccessful. I remember playing Ultimate Tenkaichi, and I was like, man, if we could just have a combat system like Rage and Blast or Budokai, then Ultimate Tenkaichi would have been a completely different game because the ultimate attacks were awesome. The destruction it caused on the environment was awesome. I really hope that they don't bring this back. There is a possibility that this could be another possible rendition of Ultimate Tenkaichi. Simply because Tenkaichi wasn't an open world. It was kind of like Budokai. You kind of got to fly around the map a little bit and go places. So it had elements of an open world, but it wasn't an open world. But this scene really, really disturbed me. Now, like I said, CyberConnect 2 is the same people that made the game Asura's Wrath, if I'm pronouncing that right. And there was a open sandbox game. What open sandbox is it's open sandbox means you're in a level and you can go anywhere you want in that particular level, kind of like Destiny. Destiny isn't an open world game because you have to go to different planets. Now each planet is considered its own open world in a sense, but open world would be like Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption. You know, you could go all over the map. You don't have to go to different locations. So in Destiny, going to the different planets are essentially you're going to different sandboxes, and within those sandboxes, you have open roam or free roam in a sense. So, but this game, I mean, I'm nervous. I'm nervous about the combat system. This is what I would like. Now, I would like for you to have a combat system similar to Budokai or Rage and Blast or even Xenoverse for that matter, because those aren't intricate combat systems. I'm hoping that we have a combat system for the open world in case you encounter NPCs that you can actually fight in the open world. But when you go, what I would rather them do that would help the the animations with the combat systems is say I run into an NPC that I can fight in the open world, okay, and I choose to fight them. Instead of me fighting them right there in the open world, it takes me to a fight scene in a sense. Basically, kind of like Pokemon. Whenever you're in the open world in Pokemon and you come across a Pokemon trainer that wants to fight you, what does it do? It jumps to a different screen where you're in this arena and you're fighting in a sense. And the arena represents the area that you're in. So, for instance, if I'm in the grassy part, like where Goku was walking through the trailer, then from there, I will be able to, if I'm in a fight, then I'll be able to go to different places, do different things. So, something essentially like that. That way they can do a different combat system. But I really, really hope that it is not like Ultimate Tenkaichi's battle system. If it is, y'all, this game will suffer. They could have everything nice in the game. But if they do that to this game, then this game will suffer. But I have hope. The reason why is because it's an open world game. I don't see an open world game with a combat system like that. If we have to play the entire game with that combat system, that will take away from this game. The reason why is because in Ultimate Tenkaichi, it was a 50-50 chance. Unless they fired a blast and you had enough health and stamina, then you could choose different responses to that, which was cool because you could have a beam struggle, and that was really cool. But the attack system in general is a 50-50 chance. If I go to attack you, you have a 50-50 chance of pushing the same button that I do. And if you do, then it cancels it out in a sense. I pray that they do not have this same combat system in this game. Because if this that we're looking at with Goku and Piccolo is an actual fight scene, I'm thinking it's more tutorial. Or it's training, mental training. Because if you look at the slides, and that's the reason I chose these slides, you see Gohan was walking up to Goku right here. There's nothing in front of Goku, mind you, okay? But as you see as the slide goes on, see, there's Gohan. Goku's eyes are closed, and at this part in the trailer, it flashes, and then you see in the next slide, there's foliage in front of Goku that wasn't there before, and you can see a smoke shadow figure of Piccolo. This confirms to me that in this part of the game, Goku is doing mental training because him and Piccolo didn't fight in Z. You see what I'm saying? So what is this? Is this a tutorial? And see, then it goes to this right here. So maybe when we encounter an NPC or we can meditate to pass time, we can do meditation training, which would be really cool. Then that would be really awesome because then we'll be able to do stuff like that, where we can probably, through the shadow figure, pick who we want to mentally train with, and we can train with them. Either that or this is the very beginning of the game, and Goku's doing mental training, and Piccolo is going to take us through a tutorial on how to play the game, which would be really, really cool because it would save a lot of time. I don't want my first fight, which in Dragon Ball Z was against Raditz, I don't want my first fight against Raditz to be a tutorial. I would rather already know the battle mechanics by then. You see what I'm saying? So, and y'all can see the shadow figure of Piccolo there. But like I said, the combat system, I really hope is representative of games like Budokai, games like Rage and Blast, games like Xenoverse, because those combat systems are fun. They're easy to operate, but they also can be a little complex because skill has to play a part in this game somewhere. You know, we as Dragon Ball fans, we do want a challenge. We don't, and having quick time events, while they can be challenging, the way that Ultimate Tenkaichi's battle system was set up, there was no skill involved in that for the most part. You know, it was just a matter of pushing the right button opposite of your opponent, and that's what we don't want. But y'all, if they have mental training in this game, because if you look at Assassin's Creed, you were able to meditate and pass time by. Well, what if in this game we talked about training, you're able to mentally train? That would be awesome. That would be awesome. So instead of meeting somebody in open world and training with them, you do some form of mental training, which could increase certain stats, or you could do physical training that could increase certain stats. I don't know. But what I'm thinking at the beginning part of this is more or less them, it's an introduction to the game, you know, because Gohan is a kid, so we know it's at the beginning, and it is a cutscene action, so he could be walking up to Goku. Goku could be mentally training, and that's how the game teaches you how to play the game. Now, as far as the part as him and Piccolo coming together, like I said, I'm hoping that's just a cutscene. It could be a quick time event also. which is okay to me, but what about the actual combat? You see what I'm saying? Quick time events are fine if they're done right, but what about the actual combat? What do y'all think down in the comment section down below? Let me know. Let's talk about this, and we'll go in further detail in future videos about this as well. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Till next time, thanks for watching. Peace.